Hello and welcome to Earth and Sky Yoga Studio, Avoca Beach. Here's my studio and I wanted to offer you a free yoga class so that you can experience a class with me. We have yoga props. I love to use yoga props in my classes. So we've got some bolsters, blankets, blocks and belts just to help us find good alignment. So find a comfortable seat on your mat. I like to make sure you've got some height under your buttocks just to support a nice and uplifted spine. We always start class with a moment, a couple of minutes even, just to come into our bodies, into our breath. So I invite you to close down your eyes. Just noticing your breath in your belly, a rising and falling of the belly. Noticing the breath in the sides of the ribs, expansion and softening in the rib cage. Every inhalation fills you and it brings a sense of inner expansion. Every exhale, a softening. A Zen master was once asked to describe the modern world, and he answered, "Lost in thought." And I'm sure you can relate to being lost in thought. And when we're just in our heads, we forget the body. And we also forget to see the beauty, to look for the good in our own lives. This is a big theme I like to share in my yoga practices, this practice of mindfulness. And the Washington Post conducted an experiment in which a man in a Washington, D.C. subway station played Bach on a violin for 45 minutes. About 2,000 people passed by, most of them on their way to work. Only 6 people stopped and listened for a while. The violinist was the renowned Joshua Bell, who performed one of Bach's most intricate pieces on a violin worth 3.5 million, and no one noticed. If we don't take a moment to stop and listen to the world's most finest musicians, then what other moments of beauty are we missing? Our yoga practice is a chance to slow down, to connect back into body, back into breath, to ground ourselves so that when we step back out into our day, we notice the good, we see the beauty, and this uplifts our spirit. So let's practice. Come on to all fours. So we'll spin around, move anything you were sitting on, clearing your mat. And we always take care about how we place our hands. So the fingers are well spread, palms nice and open, strong in the hands. This is our foundation. Our foundation needs to be strong and steady. I like to have the hands quite wide so the little fingers touch the edges of the mat. This accommodates the width across the shoulders. And from here, a simple cat-cow as we lift and look up. And then exhale and round in. So just these first few moments of practice are all about feeling, checking in with yourself. Good. And from there, we come back to neutral. We'll bring the knees together, step the right leg back, and just do a little bounce into the right heel. Just to help lengthen and open the calf. Then we can use the hands. So push the hands down and forward as we hold the stretch. If we push the hands down and forward and activate the energy in the arms, you can get a little bit more stretch into the back of the right calf. Breathing out long. Think about the exhale. Bring extension and space and length. And then draw the knee down and the left leg back. First, a little bounce. We're just going to do a little bit of everything in this short 20-minute or so practice. And then hold, pressing the hands down and forward. Each week I usually have an anatomical theme in class. It might be shoulders or hips, back or neck. We kind of focus in on that area. Again, use the hands, press them down and forward, stretch back into the left heel. And come back down onto your knees. Okay, we're ready. Press into the hands, lift your knees, push back, dog pose. So the first one, we can just cycle out, bending one knee and straightening the other. Again, it's just about feeling. And breathing. And moving with your breath. Then bend both knees. This takes the hamstrings out of your dog pose and gives you a chance to really send the hips high to the sky. Get all that nice length into your back. And then as you exhale, slowly straighten the legs back. Reach back into your heels. Breathe in deep. Exhale long. Good. Come down onto your knees. Big toes together. Knees apart. Hips over your heels and your head down. Nice breath into the back of the body. Again, you can use your arms and your hands to push down and forward to stretch the hips back over the heels. Just giving a little traction to the spine. From there, inhale, come back up onto all fours, tuck your toes under, lift up, push back into dog pose. The hips reach back. The thighs press back. As you push again down and forward into your arms, into your hands, ground through the hands and the feet. Nice, deep, inviting breath. Good. Walk your feet now towards your hands, coming to the top of your mat. We've got blocks. We always have blocks in the studio. You might need blocks for your hands. If you don't have blocks at home, then just take your hands onto the fronts of your shins if you can't quite get your fingertips to the floor. Better not to just hang for your lower back, particularly the first few poses. And if anything, bend your knees so that you feel less strain then into your lower back. From there, wherever your hands are, inhale, lift your head, look up and out, and exhale to bow in. Push down into both feet, find good strength into your legs. Inhale, come all the way up, big sweep of the arms to the sky, and hands come down. to the heart. Inhale, reach up, catch hold of your left wrist, push up through your left palm, do a little lean over to the right. Nice side stretch. Breathing into your left side waist. Inhale up and change over to your left. Inhale and come up and release the arms. Ready to flow with some salute cycles. Hands to the heart. This is what we usually do at the beginning of practice, just to warm up the body. If it's more of a beginner's class, we'll take it a bit more slowly. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow forward, touch the earth. Inhale, big step, right foot back. Find your lunge. Fingertip, ankle, fingertip. The back leg's nice and straight and strong. Look up and out. Good. From here, let's lean into the right hand. Sweep the left arm up for a twist. Push down into your front heel. Find the earth through the front leg. Give the back leg a good stretch. Exhale, left hand down and big step to the top of your mat. Left foot back. Find your lunge. Take your time. Great. Opening for the hips, these lunges. And we're going to add the twist. So lean into the left hand now and sweep the right arm up. Don't forget your feet. The foundation needs to be strong. So push into your front heel, stretch the back leg. Exhale, right hand down. We'll slide back now into dog pose. So slide your front leg back. Bring the inner edges of your feet together. Press the hips back as you push forward into your hands. Inhale, come over to plank. Now, up to you. You can come onto your knees and chest down to the floor, or lower yourself fully down to the floor if you've got more experience. Roll your shoulders back, little baby cobra. Exhale, back to dog pose. Inhale, big step, right foot forward, back knee comes down to the floor. Students will often take a blanket or something under their back knee if they need a little bit of extra padding. So we take our lunge here, but be careful to keep the core on. I'm really big on being mindful of our belly. It's so important that we keep it strong and steady to support the lower back. So we can use our hands here. Push the hands down and forward onto your thigh. And that will help you find that lift of the lower belly. Let's just sweep the left arm up first. Feel all that lovely length through the left side. And right arm up. Exhale, both hands down. Send your back hip back over your knee and shuffle your right foot forward. This is where the blocks often come in handy for our students. And you can bring the hands onto a block. You've got your front leg nice and straight. Push down into the blocks, lift your head, look up, exhale and bow. Check out what you're doing with your toes. Spread the toes well and squeeze the muscles of the legs. You want the legs nice and strong. As you bow over your right leg. We can add a twist here as well. With or without the block, lean into the left hand, sweep the right arm up. That'll get you into your hip. and release the right hand. Drag the right leg back. Let's just go via all fours, stepping the left foot forward. Coming for our lunge first. Remember the importance of keeping the belly on. So we use our hands to push down and forward into the front thigh. Reaching then the right arm up. Just focusing on this stretch through the right side, through the hip flexor, the front of the hip. Just enjoying this moment, this breath, being in your body. Feeling the strength of your foundation push into your feet, even press back into the back knee. The other arm can come up. Open the heart to the sky, enjoy it. Exhale, both hands down. And now we send the right hip back over the right knee, shuffle your left foot forward, come onto the back of the left heel. Lock on blocks. Straighten the front leg, keep the muscles nice and toned. If we engage the front of the thigh, we're going to get a better stretch at the back of the thigh. So I'm really big on finding strength first, and then we stretch. Inhale, lift your head, look up, lean into the right hand, sweep the left arm up, taking a twist. And left hand down, draw the left leg back, hands back onto the earth and lift back up into dog pose. Again, you can just cycle out the legs a little. Big step, right foot forward. Push down into both feet. Inhale, this time, come all the way up. High lunge. Pushing down into your front thigh again to keep the belly on. Let's sweep the left arm up again. Just the left arm, focusing on that left side stretch. Reach back into your back heel, reach up into your left hand, and then the right arm comes up. Find a focal point for your eyes. Breathe in deep. Exhale long. Good. Exhale, both hands down and back to dog pose. Big step, left foot forward. Push into both feet. Find the earth and bring yourself up. Hands onto the front thigh first, just to ground. Keep the belly on. Alignment is important. Engagement of muscles, toning of the belly. Sweep the right arm up and the left arm up. Exhale, both hands down, back to dog pose. Over to plank. Again, your choice, how you want to lower down to the floor, knees and chest, or one piece to the floor. Onto your belly now. Stretch your fingertips back towards your feet. Little baby back bend as we rise the chest up, rise the arms up and the legs up. The whole thing up off the floor. This is just some good strengthening for your back muscles. Breathing into the belly. And exhale as you lower down. Most of us, that back chain of the body is weak from all the sitting that we do. So in class, I always like to incorporate some back body work. Let's come up into Sphinx pose. So the elbows are under the shoulders, the palms are flat, and we can use the arms here, not just passively, but pull back through the elbows. As you draw back through the elbows, draw the heart forward, reach back into your toes. Again, breathing into the chest. And lower down to the floor. Hands next to your chest. We want to set our shoulders for good alignment in our cobra poses. So we lift the shoulders, roll them back, push down into the hands, and then rise up. I'm quite big on the importance of alignment in these cobra poses. So keep the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. A big smile on the face helps. Send a positive message to the body. Exhale and lower down. Tuck your toes under, lift up, push back to dog pose. Hoping that you're starting to feel a little bit warmed up now. Into your body. And walk the feet forward towards your hands. Push down into both feet. Inhale, come all the way up. And hands to the heart. Let's do a nice shoulder stretch here. So the arms are nice and wide. Bring the right arm up first, bend it, and then sweep the left arm under, weaving the arms and the hands. We've always got belts and things to help us in class. So if you can't quite get the wrap of the hands, then you can always use a belt. So we just grab a belt between the two hands. I'm often coming around and giving students a belt. This is why, students come to my yoga classes. It's real personal, more personal attention than just a class in the gym. You need to be holding a belt if you've got a belt between your hands. Just a little pull on the belt maybe gives a little bit more stretch in the shoulders. And we can also lift the elbows up a little. That changes the stretch. And if we widen the feet a little, bend the knees and bow forward. I love this variation of this pose. Taking the elbows towards the navel. And then inhale and bring yourself up. Unravel the arms. Sweep them up to the sky. Arms out from your shoulders. Take the left arm up first. Sweep the right arm under, weaving the hands. Or again, grabbing a belt. Lift the arms, lift the chest. And then sweep the elbows down towards the navel, bowing in. A big breath into back body, the back of the rib cage, the back of the lungs. Inhale and bring yourself up. Unravel the arms, sweep them to the sky. And draw the hands back down to the heart. Come up to the top of your mat. Our final little flow. So we sweep the arms, big stretch. Exhale, bow forward. Right foot back. Left foot back to dog pose. Over to plank. Lower down, however you get to the floor. Inhale, scoop up, little cobra. Tuck your toes, push back to dog pose. Inhale, big step, right foot forward. We're going warrior one pose. So step the left foot in, heel to the floor. Push down into both feet, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Bring your left arm up first, sweep the right arm under, weaving the arms like we just did. Lift the heart like we just did. And exhale as you bow inside the right leg. Good. Push down into both feet. Come up. Unravel the arms. Sweep them up. Exhale. Bow forward and step back to dog pose. Big step. Left foot forward. Step your right heel in. Push down. Sweep the arms up. Vira one first. Find your feet. Take your time. Then bring the right arm up. Sweep the left arm under. Reach to the sky. Look up. Exhale and bow in. Push down through your feet. Use your legs. Inhale to come up. Sweep the arms. Exhale. Bow forward and step it back. Breathe in deep. Exhale long. Walk your feet halfway towards your hands. Spin around. Step your feet wide. We're going to use our legs again. So we'll bend the knees, push into our feet, hands onto the hips, inhale, and come up to stand. So that was a bit of a warm-up. That's usually what we do. And then we come into some standing poses. So as you exhale, bend your front knee down. Remember our alignment, front heel in line with the center of the back arch. You want to have the legs nice and aligned as you bend into your front knee, looking down towards the right hand. From there, sweep the back hand back. And next exhale, we head out, Parsvakonasana, forearm to the thigh. Let's bring the arm in nice and close. This is a nice way to clear the shoulder, stop any impingement as you stretch the arms straight past the ear. We remember the feet as always, pushing from the belly into the feet. Ground yourself first and then open up. Another pose to enjoy. It's challenging, but feels so good. Good. Push down, inhale, and come up. Hands onto your hips and head over to the other side. Sweeping the arms. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Check our distance. Check our feet. Reverse it. And head out. Push down, inhale, and come up. Hands to your hips, turn your feet forward. Let's press into both heels, lift the heart, exhale, and bow. Taking the fingertips to the floor, and a nice deep bow, head down towards the floor. A nice cooling, calming pose. But keep the legs active. You know, we just think, oh, we're just going to flop into a pose. No. My instruction and cues are always about remaining dynamic in the pose. So pushing the heels down into the floor. Notice that will help lengthen the backs of your legs. Squeeze the muscles up, particularly from the front, the kneecap up into the hips. That's important too. Nothing is passive in my dynamic hatha classes. We build strength and flexibility. Good. Inhale, lift your head, look up. Heel toe your feet back towards center. We're going to come into a low squat. Toes out, heels in. Sometimes folks take blocks in the class or bolsters, something under their heels if they need it. From the standing poses, we come down to some floor work. Today we're going to stretch the legs. So come and sit down onto your buttocks. This is where we take a belt. Grab a belt, lie onto your back. If you don't have a yoga belt at home, then maybe a tie or a scarf can suffice. Really simple. We're drawing the right knee up into the chest and roll the ankles. People often say, if I just did one yoga pose a day, what would it be? This is the one I say. For most people, the hamstrings are tight, wreaks havoc on the hips and the lower back. And using a belt can be really helpful. So we loop the belt around the ball of the foot and stretch the leg. Drawing back from the hands into the shoulders, keeping the leg nice and open, opening up through the back of the knee. It's not so important as to how far the foot goes towards your face, but more, are you opening the back of the leg? That's what I'm more interested in. Often we can go deep into poses and lose integrity. The floor feels good after what we've done. Take the belt then into your right hand and we stretch the right leg out to the right. Keeping this left hip nice and firm and stable on the ground. So we get a good stretch into the adductors, the inner thighs. And inhale, bring the leg up, change hands on the belt. And we just take the leg here over to the left. This is not the one where we go all the way, just a little bit over to the left. And we get then into the ITB. A little trick here is to get your thumb into the top of the thigh and just push or press the thigh bone away, the hip away a little. That's really going to take the stretch into the outer hip. Good. And bring the leg up. Release the leg, lower it down to the floor. Bring your left knee in. Loop the belt. Stretch the leg. You might notice a difference on the two sides. Pretty common that one side's a bit stiffer than the other. And then the belt into the left hand and stretch the left leg out to the left. Keeping the right hip firm onto the floor and nice deep breath into the belly. and bring the leg up. Change hands on the belt and just take the leg over to the right a little. Doesn't have to go very far. Again, before you feel that stretch, and remember that little hack. There are lots of hacks. Here's one. Inserting hand into the front just to clear the groin. It just means it's not so tight on the inner thigh, but stretching where we really want the stretch, which is here in the outer hip. Good. Bring the leg up and release the leg down, just slowly down to the floor. Oh, there's always a big sigh after those leg stretches. Okay, let's finish with a hip opener. So we'll bring the right foot up onto the left knee for Sukhi Randrasana, weaving the hands through, catch hold of the front of the shin or the back of the hamstring if that feels too strong. And we're just getting into the glutes here. How you tilt your pelvis here in this pose can really affect the stretch. So instead of just letting the lower back flatten into the floor, think about lifting your lower back off the floor. Oh, that really deepens the stretch in the hip. Like I said, I've got lots of different hacks to help you find your stretch. And release, and the left foot up. And again, if you just press the back of the sacrum into the floor, find the lower back lifting off the floor. Oh, that's going to change the stretch again. If that's what you're after, you might just be happy where you are. And release the legs. Bring both knees into your chest. Let's finish with a twist. We'll drop the knees. Well, let's actually bring the feet to the floor. Here's a more effective way to do our twist. Feet to the floor. Pick your hips up, swing them to the left, drop them down, bring the knees up and drop the knees to the right. So the hand can go onto the top knee as you stretch the arm back, the left arm, even turning your head to look at the left. Stretch for the neck too. And squeeze the legs up, feet to the floor. Pick your hips up, swing them to the right, bring your knees into your chest and drop the knees to the left. And squeeze the knees, bring them back up, feet to the floor. And from here, we're going to lie out for relaxation. We always spend at least 5 to 7 minutes in our relaxation at the end of class. We get all our props out. We've got bolsters for behind the knees, highly recommended. If you're feeling cool, we have blankets to put over us, and of course, eye pillows. For the eyes, I turn down the lights. There's some nice music playing, and I guide you through a gentle relaxation. So let's do that now. Yes. Making sure that you're comfortable, warm. Feet are separated enough so that legs can just roll out, the shoulders relaxing back to the floor. Some folks like to put a little blanket under the head. That's up to you. And we come back to the breath just like we started. Noticing the breath in the belly. Noticing the breath in the sides of the ribs. Every inhale, a sense of gentle expansion. Every exhale, a softening. Relaxing your face and your shoulders. Let the arms be heavy. The fingers are gently curled, the skin of the palm soft. Feeling your hips, the two sides of your hips settled. Tracing down your legs, the bones of the legs heavy. Even your back of your heels feel really settled and the feet relaxed. Doing your best to stay relaxed but awake. A conscious relaxation. Present with your breath. Present in this moment. And now just beginning to deepen your breath. Moving gently, fingers and toes. Mm. Stretching. We wish, whatever feels good. Bring your knees up into your chest and roll over onto your side. Press down to come up. So at the end of practice, we always take our seat, just how we began. Really just tuning into the gifts of our practice. Hopefully the breath is a little clearer in our awareness. You notice your body, maybe there's some tingling or vibration in the body. You've stretched and warmed it up. Had got prana, life force, energy circulating. And even checking in on the state of the mind. Are you still lost in thought, as that Zen master said of the modern world? Or is there a part of you now a little bit more grounded in the body, the mind even maybe a little quieter, more settled? So many benefits of practice. You bring the hands together at the heart. And I say, namaste. So namaste to you. Thank you for joining me in my little studio within the grounds of the Evoca Beach Hotel. As I said, please come along to class this term, term 4. We have classes Monday night, Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday morning, Saturday morning. So plenty of options. Check me out on the website, on my website or on my socials. Really would welcome you to come to the class, even come for a single class and come and try it out. Always welcome. Reach out to me with any questions and love to see you and welcome you soon. Thank you.